Okay, it's fine. Ale odfo yo mungu no bikirasi. Erena mani sa difele amani musudu amani vini sa tambalerisi. Ale mia iya vasi program di Malia. Program amano busa sidere. Amani mutuka alatara rudi suzure. Mutuka ambulance di amesukira. Amale mungu no odfo yo angereto. Ale vino odfo yo tu. Ba amadilere office RDC Villere played a very big role. For your Mongoni RDC in this. I remember RDC Ray Amavile permanent secretary Nomve Simusia Magasi. Ma ambulance in wire. Near my ambulance, my mother could the ambulance across. For your arena and Porutu. I live in order for your honorable MP Mini and Girito. Nasi meeting and Vizukusi. Nya ungaru nasiru dani ba medit ambazo mino ntuzu mutuka de meyosa andruru bana ndo mutuka de suzu ready askuna fa de kidori aifu kidaniko bava bani baka eka ovu dumi suku district Uganda de Meselia anira district azidi sukingako anira government ma program tevini lezu mutuka ndede movu constituency di Malia Maracha East and then Maracha Urudi Pieworo erininga atita mesu anda de ba mama ninga rayu mungu ni fede le askuni arojo Malia openduyo afazika ni ambulance la meyo sama ya Maracha Ururi ya Maracha andare dini ni kwa manga badria du ambulance Malia so ale mina ward for you amporoto district leaders amale mina ward for you amporoto azimini nga onyero disi askuni emini resource dile risuzu ana paraka kokoroko ifino duke mitri fiangirira wara kandra mani rosi dia LC5 kia mani rosi diari anisani for blenede ale award for yo angiri yo desi ale vino award for yo amporoto ama driver chandiani ngwa chandiani award for da driver BP ambulance opolo da UP those one time film dinirisire eri drivers amani take district gayo ga drivers meselara basi ngapi angiri maziblene wada askuni ambulance bakoyo ayo nyeroko ata ziniyo bazi da beki idin radio tayo ambulance da for 12 years adan actual 10 years rin ambulance da yuzu baka romfede ni irinzungu si adan ikaseza zera adan mekuvile so my driver chande ale mina odfo yotu leo kuki ambamba ikaseza muzo okwiduzu erimekuvile rini mamu okudikidwi odwazira keto onjiri lo kuma usia danini irilo usini so ale ina erina odfo yotu district bazi meyega orodi fezu bonyeru denira we should not miss our driver there so erina odfo yotu district DB odu swingazo Ministry of Health vo ambulance da Malia odo dunde Malia mesuka bazakoi askuniri odwayo bani lelale oria Malia yo akaka di federal to the ayo ala as odd for any minute ale vino odd for your team o ambulance vile de ki plateau piki azidi ki de ayo ale odd for yo ina amporu ambulance chaki di ribonda azini ngakai madera amova siba za pie angani dia siba afazikala nsimadria ku amanga ambulance amadi de ki ayo amavini ye gaza bekini ambulance di chaki di ribo oduka ye chakwani health facilities kima baki budget azu weriachi askuni mivelo ko sipi kanda jikoro akanole bari lete saka cha referral ni mima support referral dende adini miliyo chandia mimu dudi niku le mima fia fazindi so award for government no tita aladisi ambulance dem afuele right now alene are chaneko ekakine angana ayo dudi anga kwani ambulance abanga kolor male dale wiki diki renga de ini opolo da so e kada na njira dia kwani eneni amonjiku so that your monitor your diary so ma ani ayikosi government ivu honorable MP ivu ba de active ivu ambulance amadu diki odu dia se baki ambulance amadu le na avuji kwasia baki amonvia na zira kale kaka mandi aleniku adina aleniku ambulance ma police kini ambulance se ba zoru ba ji kwa mazachi bazi biki amani yomvi anirada anye ko ni dini nikiku askoni ambulance azindo de Malia bavu barata amafle di bazoru ni di number lo ni diki amani ji awa diki oku alebe de kida government ma priority ni so oku emini muri akwele emi ma ambulance odi na etabo emi do male ni na dara ameriwe ero oku azidi nira eya azidi bo si aku aba mosi ndidile patiti ya abweti ada bali dite emi achiki clinic ya ba memusi arojwa eya azika ni cha waru kini kano ari ramirwe ni ani balumi do ambulance aladisi ji Maracha hospital wa pe antini fini dile paro amafile theater de pari bani ba sisuri ye ba gbadale de nibote ba gbade ni ba si wereru kata ba towi aliada amedo okuki angani iji afa Maracha hospital aku amanga jidede echewa wakani ajikoba kwa malunga yo amadiki dedia ani ra gametele amasaro azi gameteni nga amani deki alidra amani ayikosi maru rama mani ani afusi aga atsukuni district aziri malia akane okuki odra mbalo alusiri na irina chama Maracha dia ele chadire bazi drago ni onye bani azinga azuchi stasiri azine orodi ambulance na azuchi bani nzuzu bedusu sawadere so aledikini akwele emididi eluki miagi nira azidiari ni achindile iyo kabili usiru ba menjo arotwa nena ambulance vile yormazi amaduni baki ngaso akwoku le amanikidati bazi kudu esile bamadu imaba idu ivile akwodale kiniji ambulance is arotwa no ambulance ma policy we pick from the health facility the nearest health facility so let's look at that critically kani dalere ka emergency ruwa gudi collapse dia amamani yo chandia nzunga didu te ini bia azoro please ekoke amazachi yo dikiodu ezira mani tieri maka akofe ba ipiene so ma adimani yo dikisidra ikosi afedi yo diki imidria ekeri commission bo amangovo sibazabekini ambulance dinga azinga muke then ambulance devele specifically odo rivele ngemu mbazi amalia so le amabakida amadiati odupani bisu ministra bani nga ambulance odi malia ringa chambazi amalia te odu agade malia ambulance dana opoko korusi amebiki dia ledete le million angiri so amanga ambulance di matamba akodu dia yuwero odwale nerka derbo odo amade CP fuel station atira amadoja dia amado ayo anidine ba so zita zima ade amade dale tuku baka vini mizira mite mupidiari elo amane ba ina amvedale chi ina ambulance di banga odunirisu ingazu Ministry of Health ara ti odunira diniri ya yudi ne perasira kudu azira odunini diaga okukaka karakara sawazidi odunana ayo that means ama kwele ikami visually adenebo miro me send azisi bakala titi ilfiri elfuna iba minga kala titi iya zika mu chaki ni mecha dia bayo mi mo butu ani mecho dinga tekuro yo ma send dati honorable ma odu dia chira azisi ba jishilingi elfu kalena so butu dia babara ikanga kanga adroro mi ata tu dia mi mumbelera tamisu digaza ruasi silingi lifunari le iduru kudi boda siki yo amani sende yo take a drami life anil funani kuba amotoke amachiba amba aliar mesumi yako mfadi ngamboro mi de amade boto kwadisi gani misi chiba misi gani chichi the photo iyo mani to yo de my kosi commissioning dingachi onyerora. I've said this for God and my country. Thank you.
I think we now know why we are here, and I expect at the end of the day, our leaders will give us hope for better management of this facility. Before I invite the next person, allow me to recognize the presence of two people. I know Sandia was already recognized. That is Mr. Pilato. Mr. Pilato is the head of ambulance services. Then we have Sister Rose. At this moment, allow me to invite the representative of CAF. That is our principal human resource officer.
District Chairperson, DISO, the heads of department present, our expectant mothers who have come to witness the flag of this ambulance, which is meant to help them in facilitating their delivery, particularly in their transportation. My colleagues, the members of press who are with us here. Good morning, everybody. My name is Mukili Cosmas. I am the Principal Human Resource Officer Administration, representing the office of the cow. I am happy that I have the lady RDC today, because most of the time when I'm representing the cow, the RDC asks, who is this cow? Actually doubting my personality in the office of the cow. Today I'm happy this is not going to come, because he has not come personally. Yeah. In the first place, I want to thank the government of Uganda for offering Maracha district on behalf of the office of the cow. The cow, yesterday, when we were in the council meeting, gave me a note that he is required today in Kampala for the cow's quarterly meeting, and they requested me actually to take over his office for a short time from yesterday in the council, and therefore in the subsequent events. On behalf of the office of the cow, I want to thank the government of Uganda for this offer of ambulance, and I also want to thank the government of Uganda for the support and the focus, especially in health service delivery. I think generally this has improved health service delivery across the country, and even our health workers, with the focus of government, are now well motivated in as far as their welfare is concerned. So I want to thank the government of Uganda for this focus. Especially the ambulance now is going to help in ensuring that our mothers who have complications are easily referred with the available transport to handle their emergencies in the right places, hospitals, in the right time. I have not entered the ambulance, but when district engineer came here, I asked him how the ambulance felt because he entered. But he was able to tell me actually that as soon as you enter, you begin to heal yourself. You feel you are healing as soon as you enter the ambulance. So I think this is really going to give comfort when our mothers are moving from one place to get a better service, a better health service delivery in the right place where they are referred. I also want to add my voice on what the DHO had said, to thank the stakeholders who have made a contribution in ensuring that Maracha district is one of the districts that have benefited from this set of ambulance services that have been offered by the Ministry of Health. Like she noted, now it is just not a matter of giving this ambulance. I'm aware a number of districts have not received the ambulances, but that means therefore there was some element of lobbying or follow-up, like the ADHO noted, to ensure that this ambulance is delivered to us. I want to pledge on behalf of the Office of the Cow that we are going to use this ambulance in the correct way and in the right way to make sure that it is used for the purpose, intended purpose for which it has been given to the district. And we, good enough, we already have a very good track record of good use of our ambulance. Because the first one, which was given by, I think, Belgium, technical cooperation by Minister of Health, you can see for over 10 years, it is still in a very good condition. And I want to really, again, say we are grateful to our driver, Mr. Chandia, who has been taking care of this ambulance very well. Unfortunately, the structure does not provide for a senior position for drivers. Actually, this man deserves to be promoted. There are a number of drivers who deserve to be promoted. But generally, by the way, Maracha district has been blessed with very good drivers. Not only him, we have been blessed with very good drivers. And our vehicles, since I came here for over 10 years now, I've not seen drivers throwing vehicle, drivers involved in accidents and so on. But when you go to other districts, it is terrible. How I wish we had a position for promotion of these drivers who are performing very well. I also want to thank the team that has been involved in this, the early ambulance management. Plato, and I know also of there was Chandia, but there's also this Sister Rose, yes. Now I think this calls for, I'm told the ambulances are not just being taken care of by people anyhow. One, for the driver, you need training, and then also for the nurses who take care, who go with these mothers, they also need training. That means we are supposed to organize ourselves to make sure that the department, health department, we should be getting sure that, make sure that we get in touch with the office of a cow and make appropriate recommendation, and we look for resources to make sure that also we get a trained ambulance driver to take care of this ambulance, and also trained ambulance nurses for referral. I think that's what we're going to look at as a task for the office of the cow and that one with the DHO. I know this is going to facilitate Maracha district in improving health service delivery, not necessarily for the mothers, but also for other critical emergencies. I think ambulance will be at hand. Yes. With those few remarks, I want to end here, and I say this for God and my country. Thank you so much.
Parliament, Honorable Ruth Dematia, our Chief Commissioner for today's function, the RDC, the office of DISO, who is also here, my colleague member of council, Honorable Ariaka, who has joined us for this function, cow and the technical officers who are here. My name is Asia Bosco. I am the district vice chairperson, serving two members of my colleagues who are supposed to attend this function. As you may be aware, we lost one of our big staffs in the district, and the district chairperson currently is arranging with the family members, and the secretary for health is supposed to also witness this function, but he received invitation prior to this to attend a board meeting at the Kololo City Secondary School, and currently is represented the council here. Members, allow me to extend my gratitude to really thank the government of Uganda in conjunction with the Ministry of Health to have considered and procured this ambulance to various districts across the country. I am happy that Maracha has benefited from the first phase. And Maracha having benefited, it was not just a mere that Maracha has to be there. There were people who played a significant role to ensure that Maracha must benefit from the first phase. Allow me also now to extend my gratitude to thank the member of parliament for Maracha East constituency. I know that her background has much been with the health department, and she has been working very, very well to ensure that the issues under this does not really miss Maracha district. Honorable, we are very thankful for you. I also want to thank the office of RDC. For those of us who are aware, since the RDC and the deputy joined us, right from the time when they surfaced here, their first message was that Maracha really deserves a new ambulance. And this has been routinely said when we have our quarterly meetings. And I am happy that today, this ambulance is actually in the compounds of Maracha district. We also want to extend our gratitude to you. Now, what does this mean to us, the people of Maracha? Having a new ambulance, this is going to raise a lot of expectations from people. We are now aware that we already have this, and the people are now going to expect us to deliver to the expectation. And we are now calling upon you to ensure that if there were gaps previously, we must identify and fix these gaps. I know wherever you are working, things are not better. But you have the privilege, you have the honor to improve it yourselves. Many times when we occupy these offices, we do not value ourselves. We do not evaluate the importance of having these offices. Today, Bonara DC, I am very happy that these sets of people, the human resource that have been handled in our ambulances, already been appreciated in their presence. The driver Chandia, I can't remember how many times he has been appreciated in my presence. And this is a very rare occasion to see a staff always being appreciated for the marvelous work being done. So, driver Chandia and your team, you highly remain indebted in our hearts. You deserve to do this because serving people under health sector is like actually rescuing life of people. It is not an easy event. In an event where you miss, it is bound to cause a very big problem to us, especially the political wing. So if we hear that you are really catering for our people well, it is our pride. We know that in the long run, we are not going to register other cases that will psychologically also affect us. I want to sincerely thank those of us who have come to witness this, especially the mothers. This is now our property. Starting after a year, we are going to use this. But Bona MP, you are a member of Maracha Parliament. You know what the members have been writing there about the name there. I think the spelling is not equal, right? We needed to change the name Maracha, correctly being written. That name Maracha, people we are actually commenting very badly about it, but we now have the honor of Bonara DC to just clean that and include the word in the Maracha there. For us, we don't mind about the other issues of constituents. We are aware that this is for Maracha district and it is going to help the people of Maracha. Besides this, we also have other ambulances. I am aware the woman member of parliament also bought ambulances for the people of Maracha. Let's also take the initiative to use them, because these two ambulances may not be enough because the emergencies may occur at the same time in many places. We cannot just zero down to say that we now have these new ambulances, we now forget about these other ambulances. We need to plan and improve the efficiency of the other ambulances so that we can handle emergency issues concurrently. I don't really have much to say. I want to say that today we are blessed. Bwana MP and the RDC maybe after a year, you people can join us and we also attend a meeting for the burial. According to the latest information I got from chairman, the dead body will be brought here. The speaker and the clerk, they are still arranging whether we may have a council to pay tribute tomorrow. So if there are no other changes, you will be updated accordingly. So I say all this for God and my country.
Very much. I want to thank God for this day today. Madam RDC, the Vice Chair, representing the LC5 Chair, Bwana Bishop, representative of the cow, the representative of the DHO, distinguished members of Maracha district, our dear ladies, I want to thank you for honoring this day. It's very important when something happens in your life, you should let other people know. Today is yet another day for us to appreciate the government of Uganda for the initiative of getting ambulances for this country. In health service delivery, ambulance is very, very important because ambulance connects the service from one pole to the other. You all know that number one in our health service delivery is the maternity, where a new life is expected and to be ushered. And in most cases, to get these people from a referral place to another, ambulance must be there. This current ambulance is not only Maracha, but few isolated districts benefited from this ambulance. I know the ambulance service was launched in the Ministry of Health, and it took time before they could be delivered out. This is because there are two important meetings NAM we held in this country had to have these ambulances around, and that's why it delayed. I know the issue of Maracha East getting this ambulance generated a lot of problem to people. But my people, it's a high time we begin to understand some of these things. I had a meeting in the Ministry of Agriculture. With a few others, we asked for tractors, and that the tractors addressed the entire Maracha. The tractors we received recently was for entire Maracha, whereas me as a member of parliament for Maracha East is the person who lobbied. Again, this time, when we wanted the ambulance, there are a number of us. I'm glad the vice or the DHO's representative alluded that I'm a member of health service. And all of you know it very well. Whether it is politics or not, I can always walk to Ministry of Health and lobby for something and it will be given. One example is Churube. By the time I asked for Churube Health Center, I was not in the office here. I went to the office that one time I went for my campaigns over on that side. I couldn't see easy connection between that area and the health center. And they lobbied for that, it was given. Fortunately, I've been in the Committee of Health. So it was very easy for me to talk about these ambulances. It's not because of politics that a lot of issues were raised in the social media. But you know, I am not a person who takes some of these things seriously. I just looked at it that we, in our human understanding, at times we make a lot of mistakes. And this issue of us always causing a lot of blunder. God even complained about it right from the beginning in Genesis chapter 5, verse 6, he said, I regret I made these people. And you want me always to say, I regret why I'm representing these people, but I've refrained myself. That lobbying is part of your duty if you love your people and if you love your country. So during the time of your working, I have always come here to say, I must hear from you people, because I'm no longer permanently here. It's only when I come and go to the fields, there are people who tell me what to do. But this ambulance issue, I want to thank the RDC's office. They picked it up and informed me that this issue is a very serious one. So I was able to go to Minister of Health, even in a committee meeting. Fortunately, the chairman of Health Committee is my neighbor, Honorable Dr. Ayume. So it was very easy to talk to him every now and then, just like the theater, every now and then, and say, please, mine is not working well. So that is what we call lobbying. During my campaign, I told you, one of the things I hold very, very highly is lobbying. At times I used to tell people that in Lubara we say, Augama Gikodadia, meaning my lips were pegged while I was put on papyrus to sleep. Therefore begging is not a problem for me. What I term in politics, lobbying. So I lobbied because the demand was clearly stated to me up there. We thank God that today we have this ambulance here, and it was only very few few districts. It was not every district. This time it was only very few districts. I know at a certain time it was said, no, Maracha's name has been cancelled. I was not panicking at all, because I went there when these ambulances were given. Ours was in Butabika. I went there to see it, and I know it was there. So here is the ambulance, and what lesson have we learned here? That we should work as Maracha people. The ones in the politics up there in the parliament, and the ones in the district headquarters here, and the people in the field, the LC3s, LC1s, we should work connectedly, so that whatever is our problem should be clearly said out. Now this ambulance is not for dead body. My people, ambulance is not for dead body. What is health? Health is trying to clear infection that has happened. The preventive aspect of it is there. I don't think for preventive issues you take the ambulance as a health worker and say, I'm going to address people, I use this. No, it's a different issue. Ambulance is for the sick people. This person is already sick, is having infection, you don't want to spread it to other people. Or you don't want to pick a dead body and put it in the ambulance. that infection which has killed that person, you don't want to spread it to everybody. That's why it's important you don't carry dead bodies in ambulance. Ambulance is only for sick people. And this ambulance is well connected to Arua Referral Hospital. In the guideline where I signed, in the Ministry of Health, it says this ambulance must be in operation under under the Arua Referral Hospital. That means it is supposed to lift cases which have defeated us here and take it to Arua, or from the lower unit and bring it to our health center or to Maracha Hospital. So that is the way it is to be used. If you look at this ambulance, the gadgets in it are much better than the old one. The oxygen unit, the bed, and also the IV, and all the emergencies things are all there. By the way, I want to thank you people. You have praised your Chandia. Chandia, thank you very much. Reasonable people appreciate their work, except we politicians. But me, from my background of civil service, you should appreciate the job. You should tell God, thank you very much. Why have you given me this job? You need to do that job and leave a name after you have worked. Chandia, that is the spirit. I know there is no way they cannot lift you to a higher level. Because even if we lift you to a higher level, we will miss you down here. You will no longer be driving the ambulance, maybe administering it from up there. But to me, this word where people say thank you very much, you should appreciate. There are very few people who appreciate their work as drivers. I had my driver in the Ministry of Health who told me, Mommy, you don't need to be worried about this car. When you sit in your office, do people come to see how you are sitting? Don't you like your office? I will love my office. That ambulance or government vehicle I'm driving, I will take care of it. The cleanness, safety is all in my hand. That's what he told me. Today, I always tell people, the driver who is driving me today, it's over 15 years I've been with that driver. He loves his job like nobody's business. I don't take the car for service. I don't do anything on the car. It's him who knows it very well. So I'm glad you are showing in Maracha here where a lot of knowledge needs to be spread out, that you love the job you have. I can see you are a very gentle, quiet person. You don't have a lot of words. If you love your work, you should actually be a gentle person. I want to thank you. Those of Pilato, I know you are attached to ambulance. Are you there? Pilato is a medical person with a background of nursing, and then ENT, and then the nurse, the midwife. Because that's practically why ambulance is here. It must have a driver, it must have technical people who know how to operate the oxygen, how to put people on that bed, and how to make sure that all things are ready, positioning the patient. By the way, without that knowledge, patients can die. We teach, we are taught, and we teach how to position a patient in a specific area is very, very important. Hence, those are attached to that. And make sure the only thing we need from you is to leave name. That for so many years, so and so operated this ambulance, did the ambulance service, and left a good name. Like we are blowing it out to you today. Fellow women, our family, baka belede mbabo bazo limavuti ya Biblia kene oku mesu agupi mesu oku ti anzi awadi fo mina dri aberse ba ambulance amabele jimi yose adisi kwanzi mi aliadi yipa mani le Maracha wa madrikirare paridria mina dezuria eler afazimi vutier madri orodriro akumi ni muzura ile anziki titi odumina dezuria sanzira maduki akuda ben balu yobaki ni ile ni bazi mavuti ya kudikilu politicians kanipo yote bani yozuki ni politics is a data game rebele yo awadi. I have never heard of a politician saying I'm going to train this so and so to replace me. And I say Yodera, we should not live with this ambulance in that manner. Ambulance is not for us here to brag and so forth. The only thing I'm going to gain here is I participated, connected hands with this. Whether people were saying, oh, it works, it doesn't work, that does not work. What I know is I'm dealing with the life. The most important is these people. Are these babies going to be handled very well? I have worked in Maracha here. I have toured Maracha all over. I have nasty experiences where a woman had to die because of terrain of Tara. I even participated in transferring some of these women to Maracha Hospital. But in some areas it was late. I still hold a very strong memory where a very young girl got pregnancy for the first time when she was brought here. Because she was shaken so much of the terrain, this woman died. And today I'm linked onto that boy because of that problem. So you need to clap for for His Excellency the President. I'm sure all of you, some of you, it is only you people who are new, but those of us who have been in this country for so long, the roads were not there, ambulances were not here. I don't think Maracha had its own ambulance. Now, because of His Excellency Presidency tenaciousness towards you people and making sure that this country is very well, that's why he goes out of his way to get things like ambulance, making the road very well, trying to see the schools are running and so forth. But it is up to us to say, this ambulance has come to us in Maracha. We must see, as it travels on the road, you take it that it is ambulance for Maracha. How is it being driven? How is it being cared for? And it's the rest of us. We need to look after this ambulance very well. This issue of writing Maracha East, yes, I signed for it. But we know in Maracha is what? If you talk of Maracha East, it is the biggest part of it. Are you still going to leave the small part there to suffer? No. This ambulance is going to be used in both areas. But at that time, they wanted it to remind them that this time it was given to Maracha, this constituency. There they were not considering district, they were considering constituencies. That's why they have written Maracha East, so that you are empowered. Next time we will also say, that time you gave it to Maracha East, but part of Maracha, the other side, has not got it. So that we will use that to solicit and demand for more ambulances. Wrong writing, I was not there by the time they are writing. Instead of writing Maracha, the A is not there. It remains Maracha. Maybe in the Luo language, saying that it's bad. You see that? One would read bad East County. But that was by mistake. I think we will correct it. And you shouldn't be scared. Let it remain like that. So that next time we need more, we will say you only gave to one side. We need for more sides. So I want to say I thank God for that. I thank our president who has his ears and eyes towards different parts of this country. I want to thank those of you from the RDC's office for being very, very vigilant. You have come from, you are not from Maracha here. You have come from somewhere. But I like the way you have a lot of attention for whatever is not going on well in Maracha. And you know, as somebody who has come from somewhere, if during your stay in that area, I have worked in Buganda for so many years, I don't think there is a time you can say, root caused this and that. No. That's why, whether Kisoro, whether Karamoja, I will always go and be called either Mama or Mrs. Lemaki. You have come, give your name to us. Whatever we will talk about you, will open you way for other areas. Otherwise, so far so good. You tell your boss as well, we are very appreciative. And all of you who are coming from other places, I want to thank you. Maracha is a young place, it needs to grow. At times they can make mistakes. But those of us who have worked for so many years, we will come and whisper, don't do it that way. But don't be scared. Whatever you will leave here, will leave a name. This ambulance, we should all embrace it and appreciate whatever effort was behind it, and let it be blessed. And I only came to witness. And you will say, hey, why would the RDC be the one to launch? Why not the MP? No. I have done my work there. I should have carried it in a basket and come with it and say, you people have brought it to you. Now here it is. You present it to your people. That's why it is RDC to launch this ambulance. However, I had to be around to witness it. Okay? I want to for a minute back. I want to for a minute more on that Mali and Davis. In need the Rakene, Gamete, NRM Village, Uganda Village, Azinga Missy. Eri me imuzolozo akuisele sebandele dokene yamagite moke ambulance amanichi kete warwani etoke amajira ruere etoke amajira odumejo eridiada ni ochurore ambulance ntadani eripato dube pachi iyo kalo idaba erinzozo tedi yo emini ne churoria amusuanvu emilele anya oriazili kakiko ani yo disi kay mi bi dale ervindria gamete ni bi ndidi ba e kay musu kini kino do ale na yo di ovuni dikani ba ga mi sidini ko tebe fa ini ambulance de minira afazi mani lelu miniri. This ambulance is fixed like the tractors. Government is going to track what you are doing with this ambulance, whether it will be in all over, whether it will be in Itara. In Central, they will get to know what is happening to this ambulance. Sandia media. After the ambulance, Rindore, by control. Yes. So this ambulance is not just like any other ambulance that you will take it. Pilato. Admi munzu ambulance itro umurualu yarandeko. It has some gadgets fixed on it. I've talked a lot, but to crown it all, I want to thank God for this. I want to thank the Uganda government. I've said this for my country, for my God and my country. Thank you very much. You know, a layout of government structure in this country, I'm number 17, following Museveni, the president of the Uganda. The RDC is at 33. That means they are my, not below, don't use it. They are my colleagues here to observe and respect the protocol. Do you mind if I could ask you to say Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Come and welcome our office.
Yeah, thank you very much. I know definitely the MP will just refer this to me because he's the custodian of the rule of procedure, and I am aware about that. I am the only person who qualified to welcome her by the virtue of also my position. So I now therefore want to take this opportunity to welcome the Ranger District Commissioner to make a remark, speech, and also officially hand over this to Maracha District local government.
constituency, the district chairman, represented by the vice chairperson, Maracha district local government, the DISO, the DPC, the COW, DHO, all our heads of departments present here, the LC3 chairpersons present, my dear sisters, the mothers who are here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say it is a very great day today that we are here to commission a service bridging entity that is the ambulance, which is really going to make our work in health service delivery more easier. That is why we are here today. It's a very, very important occasion. It is an occasion to tell the population that we have received it and we have given it out for service delivery. On this note also, I want to thank government of the Republic of Uganda. This is directly communicating to you members that the NRA manifesto is being implemented. And the health service delivery, the NRA manifesto for securing our future is being implemented. So we want to thank the government for this very, very important service. As a district, we have been crying for this ambulance service for long. All our coordination meetings, and whenever we have received visitors from Health, Ministry of Health, any discussion that has been related to health, ambulance service has been top on the agenda. And today we want to say thank you that topic of putting ambulance services as an issue for the district will at least somehow come to rest. We want to thank government for that. Our reports also, the monthly reports, the quarterly reports that we have been submitting has always been capturing issues related to ambulance services. Because the ambulance we have been having as a district has been here for over 10 years and its efficiency had gone down. And we have always been including ambulances in service delivery and in our reports. We want to thank all those who have put input, Mami in particular, for the efforts that you have put across, not only for this ambulance, but for all the service areas that we have been embracing in this district. As a mother, as a daughter of the soil, you have done it. Sometimes people say, but why Mommy is very particular about Maracha? Why is he too much about Maracha? It's because of the love he has for the people of Maracha. Sometimes you cannot praise yourself. Sometimes you cannot say, I have done this much. But it is others to say what you have done. And I really want to say she has done it. She has done it as a mother, as a daughter of the area, as a land person, as a patriotic person, as a Ugandan, all those characteristics are in her. So I want to acknowledge that she has really put a lot of input in ensuring that the questions we ask on behalf of Maracha, she is able to take it up at higher levels for further discussions and for purposes of decision making at higher level. She has always communicated. Even she has asked us of many key issues that affect us. So in particular, we want to thank you, and we want to thank also our other members of parliament, the woman member of parliament and the other constituencies. We want to thank you. We want to thank the chairperson LC5 and all the honorable councillors for always tabling this before the council. and that has been very, very positive. Now, why the ambulance? Mami has said it, and all the DHO has said it. I was part of the team that accompanied the district team for the national handover on the 29th of November 2023 in Kampala. And together with Mame, we were there. And a number of technical issues were communicated during the official launch by government. The ambulances are specifically with a lot of interest to handle the matters of maternal and child health. Maternal and child health is supposed to handle those matters. And it is directly under emergency medical care processes. Emergencies. It is not just for anybody's, you feel like sitting in, it's not just feeling like sitting in an ambulance. You should sit there when it is an emergency. It is an emergency case. It's not any other ordinary vehicle where you will go and sit. It is an emergency. So its management is under the emergency medical policy and strategic plan. It's not for joking. So the technical team who will be in this ambulance, the driver, you have a lot of role to play in the maintenance of this ambulance, in the follow-up of the routine programs, the routings. You should be able to know your routings. You should be able to know your program. You should be able to know where this ambulance sleeps. It does not sleep in any place. The ambulance is stationed at health facility. And for us here, our highest health facility as government is Health Center 4. Although as a district we have Maracha Health Center, Maracha Hospital. It's a private one, but our Health Center 4 is here. And on that date, the communication is it has to be at health facility. And if we do not have health facility near Brest by, the other location is at the police. It does not sleep in your home. These are the strategic locations where this ambulance is supposed to be located at. And the call points, the number, the telephone contact of the person who is supposed to be called on emergency must be communicated to all these health centers so that the people can access it easily. Where the people are picked, you are not going to be picked from your own home. Because if really we are supposed to be, an emergency is to be picked from each and every home, then how many households do we have in this district? There are so many, and it may be very hectic. Therefore, the point for picking our emergencies are supposed to be at the health facility. The other very important thing is the ambulances are supposed to handle issues related to accidents. You remember Maracha has been really one of those districts suffering. The whole of last year up to this year, we suffered incidences of accidents. And the management of accident cases has been very, very critical in this district. So one of its role is to manage accidents. And we are really happy that our health facilities are along the roads, so that handling accident cases will be a bit easier. The police has been also helping us in handling this, but we think now that we have the ambulance, it will be able to lessen our accident handling processes. So that is why this ambulance is here, the maternal health and issues of accidents, issues of emergencies, other emergencies also. There are other emergencies which we may not enumerate in totality here, but they are also part of this. An ambulance is not, the other day when we were for the handover in Kampala, our region was in spotlight because ambulance was used for transporting cigarettes. You members, the ambulance in this region was used for smuggling, and what they found there was illegal cigarette. So this was also a caution for us, especially here along this area, along this border point. The ambulance, Mommy has said here, the gadgets there will now show exactly what you are doing inside. So whoever will do whatsoever thing inside there will be monitored elsewhere. And I am very happy that from the start of the city, we have been giving a very positive gesture about our staff who have been managing the other ambulance. The driver has been a good one. So we hope that good message about our team who have been in the ambulance will continue. We do not want to have an image that our ambulance has been used for other things. It is not good. So let's do a very perfect job. And to human resource, when your staff are praised like this, it's not praising, you can't praise from anywhere, but now that we know that they are performers, one of your role as human resource and also head of department, DHO, one of your role is to appraise this staff, and annually let's have events for motivation of this staff. This motivation may not be in terms of cash, but it can be by giving something small. You can prepare a certificate, a certificate. You can prepare something tangible to appreciate that somebody has done something positive in the lives of the population. So let's use this meeting also to take up that, so that tomorrow if we want to appraise our better performing persons, we will have a list and we will have information to say why we say they are good performers. I really want that in the course of events, we have that. The drivers will keep the logbook of the vehicle. So today I have moved from this location to this and I have covered this number of kilometers. It is good practice. Keep the logbook and check on the fuel or what, that daily check of the vehicle, you should do it. Because if you don't do it, this is a very expensive project. If you don't do it, then maintenance will become a problem. So you have a lot to do, and on part of human resource, you have a duty to mentor, to orient them. Let this orientation be very immediate. I don't know whether it will be by Ministry of Health or our region, the region to, so let's write to the region so that we put this request immediate. We do not have to delay until when tomorrow we get a problem and we said you have not done it. Let's write so that they can program it, and it has to be immediate. And ambulance to health workers here. Also, ambulance is not a solution to say that you don't do your work perfect. There are sometimes you refer things which you should have handled by yourself. Mommy, I think that one is correct, you know. So sometimes this issue you can handle it, but you don't want to handle until when the situation goes worse, and then you want to now push it to another level for somebody else to manage. That is also not right. That is some bad behavior. If a situation has come to your hand as a health worker, try to handle what you can. Handle it. Don't refer for the sake of referring. Do your professional job. Because I have ever heard that where things are referred at another level, sometimes at that location also people complain that you refer things which you should have handled yourself. Why do you refer? You have the mandate, you have the capacity to handle, you leave it, you now want to send it to somebody else to do it, and by the time you send it when it is too late, and you do not want to capture the time lag. The time lag, this thing has come to your table very early, but you do not want to say it has stayed with me here for 5 hours before sending. You just say, it has just come, yet it was at your table for more than 3-4 hours. So the ambulance is not a solution to negligence. It is a solution to responsibility. Let's go and do our work. We do not want to take a lot of time. We want to thank government. Government has allocated this through a lot of procedures, through a lot of assessment, districts which have been having ambulance for more than 10 years. That was a criteria. Other criteria include hard to reach. Maracha is one of those hard to reach areas. You remember, you look at our border and other things. We do not have these services. So government looked at that. Government looked at refugee hosting districts. Our neighborhood here, some of them have got it because they are refugee hosting districts. They got ambulance. Some regions have issues of veterans, and others constituencies which are hosting referral hospitals also were allocated these ambulances. So there were a number of criteria that were used by government to allocate these ambulances amidst our request, amidst our follow-ups. So really, government did it with all good heart that the people of Uganda should get these ambulances. And the number was a big one, and we want to say thank you to government of Uganda for all this effort, for the resources, for the time of giving this ambulance for us. I do not want to say so much. Our mothers are here. I know today they have not yet got their antenatal services. They will be moving back. We have taken your time, but I don't want to say we are very sorry. We are not, because we are handing over your services. So we want to say thank you, and to all our heads of departments, let's work for the good of our district. Let's work for the good of our population. All this, when we do it very well, even God will be watching that we are really doing work for our humanity. I do not want to say so much. Chairman, you'll still communicate back to our district council to say thank you when you sit next time. Honorable, you'll take our gratitude back to Parliament, to government of Uganda, and I want to say we are very happy on behalf of government. I don't know whether we do it here. We will have to move there, I think, for flag.
Sister, we are not seeing you.
I'm here on the camera. We are supposed to guarantee security. You're safe. You smile. Cheer.
Engineer, how do we smile? You tell me.
Chicken and yes.
On behalf On behalf of government of the Republic of Uganda, on behalf of the people of Maracha district, I want to take this special honor to hand over this ambulance that has been given by government of Uganda to Maracha district local government for service delivery in the health sector. Thank you so much.
You don't have seat belt. Yeah, it's going to capture.